Welcome to Chokeholds Chill. I'm Jen, middle-aged grappler, coffee addict, and proud owner of the world's ugliest armbar.
And I'm Mallory, your training partner who's always laughing, even when being absolutely smashed, submission lover, and early bird fundamentals coach.
Here on Chokeholds Chill, we dive into the lives of our favorite sparring partners, the highs and lows of training, and what it really means to chase big dreams on and off the mats.
But it's not just about Jiu Jitsu. We're here for the laughs, the lessons, and the moments that remind us why we love this crazy sport and this crazy life.
We're here to talk about the good, the bad, and the hilarious, because let's face it, the mat teaches us more than just arm bars and mount escapes.
It teaches us about ourselves and how to navigate through life while being a part of an incredible community of people.
I mean, that's how we met.
Whether you're a seasoned competitor, a white belt finding your footing, or someone who just loves a good story, this podcast is for you.
It's about the roles we take, the people we meet, and the lessons that stick with us both on and off the mats.
So grab your gi, tie your belt tight, and get ready to roll with us.
This is Chokeholds Chill. Let's get into it.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the pod. Before we dive into this episode, we want to take a minute to introduce our guest today, our friend and teammate, Victoria.
Victoria began training Jiu Jitsu in January, but from the start, she's brought this quiet strength, dedication, and just a really genuine energy to the room. She shows up, she works hard, she listens, she asks questions, and she's really just a joy to be around.
I agree. I love her so much.
She's so great.
Beyond training, her story is super interesting. She grew up homeschooled and had a strong religious upbringing, and now she works as a youth pastor. She just got back from volunteering in Honduras for about 6 weeks, building homes, working with kids, and living out her values in a really grounded way.
Honestly, I think the most important thing for me is, and we both appreciate this about Victoria, is she lives her faith in a way that's like kind and thoughtful, and she talks about it and she's very open with it, but she really doesn't push her beliefs on anyone. She just shows up with love and openness, and it's honestly refreshing.
It really is. It really is. Our conversation with her went a bunch of different directions, talking from her upbringing and mission work to how jiu-jitsu has challenged her, and some really interesting parallels that she's drawn between her faith and jiu-jitsu. And like you said, her, like the way that she navigates her conversations around her belief and like with beliefs that are different than hers is just really respectful and human and refreshing, like you said.
We loved getting to know her better through this, and we think that you will too. So without further ado, here is our conversation with Victoria.
So, welcome to this episode of Chokeholds and Chill.
Yes.
We are very excited for our guest today. We have Victoria.
Woo!
Yay! She is such a strong presence in our gym and just like has so much heart and just brings such good vibes, and you're so kind and so grounded and just so wonderful, and we are so looking forward to this conversation. So welcome, Victoria.
You guys are so kind.
We're not that kind. It's just it's a facade.
Yeah, yes. You bring it out in us because you're truly like one of the
She's a
sweetest
light.
people.
Oh,
Like,
you guys are so sweet.
You are a light. So
And we don't have to tell the truth.
we are. So we have so much that we want to talk to you about today. So I'm gonna turn it over to Jen.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Victoria. Well, I just want to, so Mallory knows you a lot better than I do. So I'm really excited to kind of like dig into some things about who you are, where you come from. Cause I just know Matt, Victoria.
Yes.
Which is fantastic because we don't typically get like new people that come in and I'm like, yes, I'll train with that person right away. Cause you know,
Yeah.
white belts are dangerous. We
Yes.
love them, but they're dangerous. But you definitely seem to have like a grasp on how to do shit.
Wow.
So
Thank
Yes,
you.
like, it's-
Thank you.
You're somebody that's like, it's been such a joy to watch you because you like see in your head, like you see the wheels turning and you are like, you're in it, you're there and like you want to figure it out and listen and you're coachable and you're just,
yes,
you're just
coachable is the key word here.
Yes.
huge. Like,
Yeah.
it's just wonderful.
I can think of nobody better to learn from and be coached by than you two. So I'm
Oh,
so thankful,
thanks.
genuinely. Like,
Oh,
you guys are what great role models for me to be in the gym. Yeah. So
wow.
it goes both ways.
Wow.
For real. For
Say
real.
it louder for the people in the back. Can we just go back? We got called role models.
That's
so
so wild.
Role models. Hey.
Funny. I love the puns.
That's hilarious.
So will you just like tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, how would you introduce yourself to somebody who knows nothing about you?
Yes, I am Victoria and
Welcome.
I am 26 years old and I work as a pastor. I work with youth and I was a gymnastics coach for 3 years and I love sports. So all of the sports things I've always loved. And yeah, I love moving. I am not officially diagnosed, but I like to say I qualify for ADHD. So
Yes, queen.
so that plays a lot into my crazy creative passions that come and go very quickly. I get very obsessed about one creative project and then move on quickly to the next.
Yeah.
So I am kind of good at a lot of things.
Yeah.
Totally
I think
relatable.
that's very relatable
Yeah.
for a lot of people.
Yes. Yes.
Especially in this community.
Very.
Yep. And this room.
Yes.
Yeah, this room relates hard
Yeah.
to passion projects.
Yes. So good.
But yeah, I just like I want to share quick like my first impression of you, if that's okay, and then maybe you can share your first impression,
yes.
Jen. But well, first of all, I'm always excited when like new females come into the gym. But the first time that you came in, I believe it was a night class, and I partnered with you because anytime that there's a new female, I'm like, I want to work with them. I want to like make sure that I know them and they feel welcome and they're excited to be here because I want people to be as excited as me about it.
Yes.
And you were just so sweet. And like, I'm like, who is this precious baby angel? Like,
Wow.
honestly, like you're just so kind and genuine. And you just came off that way, like right off the bat, just like such the sweetest person in the world. So
Yeah.
So awesome.
I definitely agree with genuine because I think we were talking about it earlier at breakfast. Just like there's a lot of like people present a certain type of way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm guilty of that myself. It just is what it is. But I think when you came in the gym, I was just really excited to have somebody who was enjoying the process because learning jujitsu is very frustrating for a lot of people, but like your face was just lit up. Like you step on the mat, you're getting like thrown, choked, whatever it is, and you're smiling and
so
fun.
fun.
laughing. So it's like infectious. And then it's like that's how I feel doing jujitsu. So it's nice to see new people feeling that way.
Yeah, it's just really exciting.
Yes. I love that.
So we want to, before we get into like more jujitsu stuff, we want to dig into your background a little bit because you have a very different upbringing than us.
Yeah.
You grew up homeschooled in the church, all of that. So I want to just like dive on into that.
Yes.
So tell us about your
do
like
that.
childhood and all of the things.
I was frustrated that I was homeschooled at a certain point because I am so social that I wanted to have that social aspect of people and building relationships. But I, at the same time, like I'm thankful that I was because looking back, it's like, oh, I had ADHD and I was able to get done with my history book in 3 months.
Oh, nice.
Because I don't like history and I finally got a bug to do it. And so I'm going to do the whole thing and be done for the year.
I love
And
it.
so different things like that. It's like, oh, I can go play outside whenever I want. It's like, oh, my brain can't handle math anymore. I'm going to go play soccer in the backyard with the neighbors. Like,
I'm envious.
yeah, it was honestly really good for me. And then when I was in high school, I went to a charter school. And that was where it was like, yes, I can make those friends. And so I was still kind of like pseudo homeschooled, but getting that class atmosphere and I didn't know what a midterm was. And so things like I had a good like school experience before I got to college. So that was really, really good. And then, so glad I was homeschooled, got to do so many fun things. I was going to go into the medical field.
Really?
I wanted to be a doctor. Then I was like, oh, that takes too much schooling. I'll be a nurse. And then I was like, oh, wait, I want to like work with mamas and babies. So I'll be a midwife. Oh, wait, that's a doctor. Too much work.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, oh, I'll be a doula. And then I was like, no, I'll do ultrasound technician. And so that's where I was heading before I moved to Coquille was I was going to be an ultrasound technician and then ended up here and ended up in ministry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you grew up with sisters,
Yes.
correct?
And 2 sisters and a brother.
And a brother. Okay.
Yes.
And you're in the middle of the pack somewhere.
I am in the
Okay.
middle of the girls and then my brother's youngest.
Yeah. And can you tell us a little bit about like growing up like in the church, like you're from a very faith-based home?
Yes,
So,
very. Yeah. So my grandparents were pastors and missionaries, and on my mom's side, and then my dad's side they weren't officially pastors, but in the church. And so, we grew up going to church and all of the aunts and uncles and everybody. It's like, it was very much church was a huge part of my life. And honestly, being homeschooled, where a lot of my social interactions came from was going to church. There was like a fine arts group. So we would do like plays and skits and dances. And so I had a lot of creative freedom there, which was so cool. And so I grew up loving church, loved going to church. And then in high school, I was like, see you later, God, I'm going to do my own thing. And so I definitely like had a time where I was like, no, I don't care. And then, I tried doing it my own way and I was so empty and it hurt so bad. And so then I was like, okay, God. So I came back and pursued God again. And in that, I just found peace and joy and, it's been really good. And then from that, now working with kids and youth is so impactful for me because it's like, oh, I understand where you're at and like the struggles that you're going through. And so just, there's a lot of biblical applications to real work like that with what everybody deals with. It's like, there's a Bible verse that talks about don't be anxious about anything, but in everything with thanksgiving, present your request to God. And there's like neuroscience that if you're anxious and you start like saying things you're thankful for, your brain can't be anxious and thankful at the same time.
Interesting.
I like that.
Isn't that so cool? So it's like,
That's why our therapists suggest gratitude journals.
Yes.
Oh.
It's real neuroscience. Like they can look at it with the screening, the imaging, like the parts of your brain cannot happen. It's one or the other.
I love this.
And I've
really
experienced it real time. I was with my sister. I was so anxious. I was like, I can't go in the store. Like this thing is going on right now. And I cannot, I can't go in. She's like, what are some things you're thankful for? I'm like, you, I guess. And I'm like all upset. I'm like, I don't know. And then by the time I got to the end of the 3 things, I was like, oh, I can go in now.
Yeah.
It was like
that.
Oh my word.
Wow.
That's real. So there's so many things that it's like, yes, I believe in God and I believe in who he is, but there's so much truth in the Bible that applies to everyday life. And so getting to just build a relationship with the kids and be a, I guess, like a sounding board for them through the hardest years of life.
Yeah.
Or what can be the hardest years of life is really, really impactful for me. And I learned. I learned from them.
From the kids. What age groups are they?
So our Wednesday night class is 6th grade through 12th grade.
Oh, that's tough.
But then I also lead like the nursery and the kids classes, which is up to 5th grade.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're working with
All of
literally
them.
everybody.
Yes, 0 to 18.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. So it's so cool.
That's a special skill set because some people do really well with like kindergarteners. Some people do really well with like the teen years, but to be able to navigate all of it,
that's a lot.
that is
It
a lot.
is. I had to learn to love the middle school and high schoolers.
It's the hardest.
I was comfortable with like 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds. Like that is my jam.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned that being a gymnastics coach, like, oh, I love this age. I love teaching this age.
Yeah.
And then like, as I forced myself to go every week to youth group, I was like, oh, I don't want to be here. This is so awkward and I hate it. But then like, as I forced myself to do it, I'm like, you know what? These kids are cool and I don't have to be intimidated. Like,
Yeah.
like we're having a good time. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and it was a Jiu Jitsu black belt saying that she had gone into like the teens class for some reason and was just chattering and just talking. She was talking a lot. And this 13-year-old boy said something along the lines of like, so do you talk a lot because you're like nervous or a little bit scared and you don't know how to approach this situation? And she was like, yes, thank you.
That
and then
is
class
amazing.
was fine.
That's so funny.
That is so like aware.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Isn't that so? I feel like maybe this
Yes.
generation of teens is like we can learn so much from them because
Totally.
well, I'm older than you, but like my generation, we couldn't recognize those things because they were just not allowed to be done.
Yeah, totally.
So you mentioned that you kind of like strayed away a little bit from the church. So at what point did like you come back to it and like feel like your faith was like your own rather than like something that you were raised in?
Yes, totally. You know, I've always loved God. Like I just remember growing up, it was like every thought was just a conversation with God. And so I've always loved God. And even in the time that I was straying away from him, like I look through my journals and I'm still like talking to God.
Oh, interesting.
I don't want to hear what you have to say. Like,
Yeah.
like I want to
Yeah.
do my own thing, even though I still love you.
Yeah.
Like, and so I feel like there's always been like that in my heart to love God and have relationship with him. But I feel like even now I'm still getting through the layers of this is more than just what I've been taught. This
Yeah.
is something that I want. There's always that. I think families that have this legacy of Christianity can fall easily into religiosity.
Yes.
And so it's hard to stray away from that and to like have it be different in my mind when that's kind of what's been instilled is like these values. But am I doing this just to do this, or am I doing this because I want God? And so there's some things is like, oh, this is good. Oh, this is religious. Like that's not what I want. I want relationship, not religiosity. And so there is that. I think there's always going to be layers of that to be pulled away. And so, I mean, yes, I've made the decision that like, this is something I want. This isn't just what my family does. Obviously I like spent 5 weeks in Honduras on a mission trip. Like,
I can't wait to dig into that.
But there's always going to be layers of, oh, I'm thinking this way. I'm doing this because of religion, not because of relationship. So does that answer that?
No,
like,
that makes a lot of sense.
yeah.
Well, it's like an ever evolving
Totally
journey.
Yeah.
It's
right?
like there's no, oh, I've made it. It's like, no.
Right.
Like I'm going to be learning my whole life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Same with jujitsu. Honestly, you guys,
I
so
agree.
many things in jujitsu. I'm like, I'm learning about God right now. Like
That's interesting.
Yes.
That is
100%.
What's an example of that?
Oh my word. So like, it was one of the very first weeks that I came in and was taking classes, and I wrote it in my journal. I was like, man, I just see how like when like life with God is like rolling in jujitsu.
Interesting.
Because you're so close to each other that you're responding to the slightest movements. Like you have to be so close to God in order, oh, he's going this way. And like with God, you don't really want to fight it. Like it's like, oh, you're like,
Yes.
like you're calling me this way. Okay, I'm going to go that way. And so it's like, but you have to be so close and to not be afraid. Like I was afraid to really grab somebody
Sure.
and, inside control. It's like, oh, that's so close. And so just having that realization of, oh, you have to like commit to being really close
Yeah.
to be able to feel the slightest movement and
Yes.
then responding to that. So there's just been so many.
That's a really cool like comparison.
Yeah.
That's
It
really
is
I've never
so
heard
cool.
anybody like compare it like that. I think that's super interesting.
I have learned so many lessons about my faith through jujitsu.
Wow.
100%. Yeah.
That's
amazing.
It's
yeah,
so
that's really
fun.
special.
Yeah. Yeah.
At what point in your, journey with God and everything did you know that you wanted to go into ministry?
I didn't ever. Well, okay, let me take that back.
Kind of, but not really.
Like I just ended up here and I'm not sure how.
Someone hired me.
Yes. So actually, it was just recently when I was in Honduras, and the internship director, she asked me, like, have you ever thought of going into full-time mission work? And I was like, actually, now that you say it, yes. I have like drawings in my journals from when I was 9 of an orphanage I was going to build. Like,
gosh.
like that was what I grew up like. Oh yeah. And then there was a lady in our church who did mission trips to Rwanda, and she would do prison ministry.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm coming with you. And she was like, you can't, you're too young. And I cried for days. Like I was so upset.
Oh no.
But I raised money for her to buy Bibles to take. And so, so that's always been on my heart. But then, in high school, I was like, I'm doing my own thing. And so I think I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
And then when I came to Chokeholds, they were like, hey, we need someone to do children's ministry. And I had just finished 3 years of jiu-jitsu, gymnastics coaching. And I knew, I was like, why do I have this job? It was so random. Like I didn't do gymnastics growing up. It was just my friends had that job. They're like, here, come try it out. And I did really, really well. I was like, why do I have this job? And I realized I love teaching kids.
That's cool.
And so when they were like, hey, we want you to do children's ministry and lead that, I was like, oh, I'm not a leader. I'm not a leader at all. And they were like, okay, but think about it, pray about it. And so I had to give an answer on Thursday, and Wednesday night was like a graduation for a discipleship program we were finishing. And they bring in pastors to come pray over you. And when they were praying for me, like they said other words, but what I heard was leader, leadership, leading, leader. I looked at my pastor. I was like, did you tell them? He was like, no. And so I was like, okay, I think I'm going into this leadership position, even though I did not feel like it was me at all. And so I guess that was just me saying yes and like going. And then from there, I was like, no, I love this. And this is what brings me life. So yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So you just fell into it kind of.
Yeah,
But we're like also
totally.
like the answer was there.
Absolutely. It was so clear. And I was like, okay, God, I don't feel like a leader, but I'll trust you to like show me what kind of a leader I am.
Oh, there you go.
Because I think I had in my mind like a certain type of leader. I'm like, oh, that's not me. Hello, ADHD. Like that's just not who I am. I'm not administrative. I don't have that. And so like learning, oh, I'm still a leader. It just doesn't look traditional.
Yes.
Leader.
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah.
I would think that kids, especially that middle school age, could like resonate with the person who may not be like super rigid and everything is like by the book and this and this and this and organized. They're probably a little bit like maybe relieved.
Yeah.
Because school is so much that way.
It's so true. I tell the kids at the youth group, like when it comes time for me to teach, I always tell them, I'm like, you don't have to listen to me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if you pay attention. Just don't distract people who do want to pay attention. It's like, but yeah, you don't want to listen to what I have to say. Pff, I'm not bothered. I'm
not going to lose sleep over it. Yeah.
Like you scroll on your phone. Like, sure.
Well, and sometimes
like,
that's what it takes them to actually hear what you're saying.
My favorite kid. Oh my word. I'm like, okay, take a minute. We're just going to be quiet and take a minute with the Lord. He's in the back of the room, like hitting a balloon with his forehead, like across the back of the room. I'm like, he's having a deep moment with the Lord right now. I'm like,
yes, he
like,
is.
Literally, it's like you ask him what was talked about, he could tell you every single thing.
Yes,
Like,
as long as he's doing something else at the same time.
Yeah, it looks so different than it did,
Yeah.
when my grandparents were in Sunday school. It's like you have to sit and you have to be still, and it's like kids don't work that way anymore.
Right.
Well, I don't think they ever
We
did.
ever did.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, just forced to.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
my growing up
Yeah.
in the church experience. Was
Yeah.
very much of like, we didn't see you last Sunday. Where were you? Like
Yeah.
showing up at the door. I had somebody come to my door one time as an adult and tell me that the angels told them that they were there to save me.
Ooh,
bitch, that door got slammed so fast. I was like, bye.
Nice try.
I never went back to any church of any kind and was like, so that solidifies my decisions.
Yeah.
But I think that you're
Totally.
giving these kids a different experience than
Yeah.
our experience, my experiences were
Yeah.
growing up, and
Totally.
maybe a little bit better chance for them to hear things their way.
Totally. Totally.
Yeah, and something that we talked about before, but we haven't talked about with you is that so her siblings, so she has 2 of her siblings are autistic, correct?
Oh, nice.
But all of you guys are somewhere on the neurodivergent
Yes.
spectrum.
It's a fun house to be in, I
Yes.
bet.
So I
Yes.
think that I would imagine that also impacts the way that you lead and teach these kids because
Absolutely.
you know how you have learned differently or what your different needs were growing up.
It's so true.
That's really cool.
It's so true. Yeah, the flexibility I think is really important for kids these days.
Yeah.
To not be like
Stuck to their chair,
Yeah.
eye contact.
totally.
I'm like uncomfortable making eye contact in this room. Like, I don't know what to do.
I love that. Yes, I agree with that. Like
It's so weird. If I could just turn my back and do the whole podcast, I'd be great.
yes, feel
Not
free.
that I don't love you guys.
Yeah, feel
It's
free.
okay, you're doing great, Jen.
yeah.
Holding in there. So you mentioned your Honduras trip a little bit.
Yes.
Let's
Tell
dive
us
in.
about
Yes.
that.
Oh, my
So
word.
How long were you there? What were you doing?
Yes.
Just take us through.
Yes. So I was there for 5 weeks. And man, I did so much. I got to teach some science classes. I got to teach drama class and I got to teach some English, which was so intimidating because I don't really know Spanish and they
Okay.
also didn't know English. Hence I was teaching them. So that was really intimidating, but it was great. Yeah, built so many relationships. We got to install water filters, build concrete floors. Got to do a couple layers on an Adobe house.
Oh, wow.
And what are the other? I mean, so many. We did a carnival. We did a wedding.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. There were so many, like, oh my word. Let me tell you what, that fits my personality.
Because all of the things.
It's new every single week. Like you're still like on Thursdays is water filter check day. Like I know that, but you're going into different houses and different communities and meeting new people. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I loved it. And it's so cool because the water filters are my favorite. The water filter checks, because you go in and it's like, hey, we're here to check and make sure your water filter is working correctly so you're safe to drink it.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get to have conversation and build a relationship and you know, maybe you go in and you teach them something.
Sure.
But so many of the houses, like we went in and I'm like, oh my word, your stories are like touching my heart and like what like an amazing life that you've lived and all of these things. So it's like either you're pouring into someone or they're pouring into you. Like it's not just us going and being like,
Right.
here's everything.
Yeah.
Because we're from North America. Like, like it's not
The
that way.
Americans are here to save you.
Yes. And that's not what it is at all. It's like it's such a two-way street. Like I learned so much from them. And we did VBS, which I love, which is Vacation Bible School. It's so we go to the schools and the kids are just so excited to see you. Like
Oh, that's
they
fun.
run out and they just swarm. And it's like this time when I went, because I went in September for a week, and this time I knew more Spanish so I could have more of a conversation.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, they really cling to you when you can speak Spanish. It's like,
That's
oh, I
great.
can understand you. You can understand me.
So, and did you like go with a group? How did you get connected with this particular trip?
Yeah. So in September, I went with a group with actually a church from Coos Bay. And I went with the intention of, like, my pastor asked me, will you go to learn how to lead a team from our church? Oh, yeah, great. I love to travel. I'll get to go to a new place, get to learn. You know, I've never been on a foreign mission trip before. And so I went just with this, oh, okay, sure, I'll go. And then I got there and it was like, I was just filled with this love of the Honduran people. Like, just, it's like, oh, it's so like heavy and huge and warm, this love that I feel for them. And so when I got there, I was not expecting that. And so I came back and was like, I have to go again.
That's great.
And so that's how I got into going. The 5 weeks I went by myself. So didn't have anybody from my church. It was just me. And then I mean, obviously there's people there. It's like
Sure.
a campus, a missions organization. They're very well established. So
Okay.
there's like it's a whole gated compound and there's a guard
Yeah.
and stuff. Cause Honduras can be sketchy,
Right.
but
Right.
I've never felt unsafe there. And
That is
yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
I love this.
What would you say like your favorite experience was in Honduras?
Yes. Oh my word. Okay. Here it is. So many people have asked me this and I've had to like really think about it. I'm like, there's so many amazing things that happened, but I taught a science class with I think they were 6th graders up in a little town up the mountain called La Laguna. There's a laguna there. So every week I'd go there and teach them. And it was on the 3rd week that I was there. So I taught the class on Wednesday. Then Thursday we went up for water filter checks in that same town. And so I got dropped off with one of the translators, staff people, and we're walking past the school and I hear Victoria. And I'm like, that's my name. And so I turn around and I'm like looking into the school. I'm like, oh, hola, David. I'm like, and the fact that I just learned his name. And so like I could see him and call him by name. Like I'm in the middle of nowhere in Honduras. Someone's calling my name and I'm able to respond and say hello to him by his name.
That's so special.
It was amazing. And then it happened again. We were driving through in the truck. So we'd like stand in the back of the trucks and hold on. And I was with all the translators and they were just talking about like, you know, people don't say hi to us if it's just us because we're Honduran. And so it's like,
Right.
oh, but when the white people are in the trucks, like people are going to say hi as we drive past. And so, you know, we're driving past and we say adios. And one of the kids in this huge group of kids, they're like, ah! They're all like shouting as we're going by. And he goes, Victoria. They're like, they're calling for you. And I look around and I'm like, oh, hola, Christian. Like I know you. And so it happened twice that those kids from my class like recognized me going through the town and I got to say hi to them like by name. Like that to me, it was like, I want to know you more than just like, I feel like sometimes like North American people, when they go on mission trip, they can go and be all this like, oh, look at me. And so they don't put the effort into understanding like you're a person too. And they don't even try to say the names correctly. Like so many times I've heard like, oh, that's too hard. I'm just going to call you Bubba, you know?
I hate that.
Oh my word.
It's so disrespectful.
It is. And there's so much power in our names. Like our names have meaning and it's what we hear all of our life. Like that is crucial to who I am. Yeah. And so it's like, man, to be able to call you by name and like my accent
and say it correctly.
Yeah, my accent may not be very correct, but like at least I'm trying to say it with intentionality in the way that you understand your name.
Right.
Yeah.
Like there's so many names like Christian is his name, but they say Christian.
Exactly.
And it's like if I'm Christian because the other way is too hard to say. It's like, oh no, but that's so not loving.
Right.
So that was just so cool to get to like that's just a small way to love someone.
Yeah.
And I got to do that in the middle of nowhere. Like
Amazing.
It was so cool. Yeah. Yeah.
So with these kinds of trips, obviously there's challenges and
Yeah.
whether they're difficult challenges or not, but what is something that stands out to you? Did you have like anything like super emotional or physical or spiritually like just pop out to you as like any type of challenge, negative or positive?
Totally. I think the hardest thing while being there was feeling like I wanted to move there and live there for the rest of my life. like honestly, so many people were like, you know, what was hard to get used to? And I was like, honestly, nothing. Like there's so much that I feel like I've had a taste of a little bit of all of the like weird different things. That doesn't bother me at all. Like I grew up camping and hunting. Like we go, like I went to Moab with my dad when he built a Jeep and like we're
Nice.
going on all the bumpy roads. It's like, yeah, this is cool. I'm used to this.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can't flush the toilet paper.
Right.
Like things like that. It's like I lived in a trailer for a year and I did not flush the toilet paper. Like that does not bother me.
Yeah,
And
no
it's
big
like
deal.
all these little things that it's like, oh, I've already had experience with this. Like, no, it's hot and I don't care. Like
Yeah.
my sister, when I was in Tennessee with her right before my trip, when I was in Honduras, she was like, how's the heat? I'm like, oh, it's fine. I don't mind. Like sweat is dripping down my boob crack.
No big deal.
24/7. I don't care.
It's fine.
And
I hate that.
and she was like, you do realize you were complaining about the 80-degree heat in Tennessee, right? I was like, oh.
But it doesn't come with the same surroundings.
Exactly. It's like, I am thriving here. So yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I think like I had this expectation of all of these crazy things that were going to happen. And instead it was like, this is just normal life.
Right.
Like life is being lived here.
Yes.
And I get to step in and be a part of it and just bring who I am to come alongside who you are.
Yeah.
And just live life with you. And so like there's the everyday struggles. I mean, it just all the things that I struggle with normally here. It's like, yeah, I'm still me. I still have these struggles.
Right.
And I'm just in a different place. And so, yeah, so there wasn't anything that I can remember right now of like wild, you know, I got to pray for healing for some people and see them healed. Like that
cool.
is so cool. But there wasn't anything like, it's just normal life.
Yeah.
Like that's what was so cool to me is I just have this love for them and it's just normal life. Like it's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so special.
I love that.
'Cause I feel like you're just somebody that really, you're so genuine. You like truly are. And like, we'll get into some more stuff a little bit later. Just, you know, about, because I think that we all probably have very different views on religion and faith and stuff.
But look at us.
Yeah.
It's like, here we
and
all
this is
are.
how it should be.
Yeah.
Like we don't, just because we have different beliefs doesn't mean that we can't talk and enjoy each other. And
Right, exactly. So
yeah.
I feel like you are just somebody who walks the walk. You know, you don't just talk the talk, you walk the walk. And
Thank you.
Yes.
and that's not always easy to find.
Yeah.
So
thank you.
but we'll dive into that a little bit more. But I want to kind of transition into jiu-jitsu for a minute.
Let's.
I think something that's really special about jiu-jitsu is that it brings so many people from all different walks of life together. So like there are people that I'm friends with in the gym that I never would have crossed paths with them if we never stepped foot in that gym.
Right.
So what made you step foot into the gym? What brought you to us?
Yes.
Who drug you into our door?
I did Taekwondo for literally the smallest amount of time because it was horrible. Like there was no structure to the lessons. Half the lesson was me sitting, watching them do what they wanted to do and not teaching me. Like I learned everything from YouTube because they were not teaching me. Like
how long ago was it that you were doing Taekwondo?
that was like 2 years ago.
Okay.
2.5 years ago. Or no, 1.5 years. I was like, and I'm done. And so I love sports. I love doing physical movement and to learn self-defense and to learn how to fight. Like that's very valuable to me. And so I was in a women's ministry leadership cohort. And my coach, I went through a really hard depressive season last year at the end of the year. And it was like, I need to do something. And she's like, well, what have you been wanting to do? It's like, well, I want to try jiu-jitsu. They have it in Myrtle Point. She's like, do it. Like literally go do it. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I still like, I guess I'll go, but I didn't want to go by myself.
Nobody ever does.
Yeah, it is.
It's really hard.
And so one of the guys in our church, he kept talking about jiu-jitsu that he was going to in North Bend. He's like, it's so cool. And then one day at church, he's like, yo, they have a 2-week trial. Then they have like this 3-month promotional. Like you should totally do it. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Yes. And so I was like, you going tomorrow? And he was like, yeah, I'm going tomorrow. And so my family does family dinner night on Monday nights. And it's not like spoken, but you're expected to be there.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm not going. I'm going to jiu-jitsu because he's going to be there. And so I'll know somebody.
Right.
So I came and he did not show up.
I remember because I was there and you were like, yeah, my friend told me to come.
Yeah.
And that's when I partnered with you
Yes.
because I was like, she seems really cute.
What a slacker.
I know.
And I feel like I know this slacker.
Yes, like, yeah, I ended up coming because I thought he was going to be there, and then he wasn't. And then I was like, I'm doing this for the rest of my life. Like, this is so fun. Yeah, I just needed that outlet of mental and physical. Like, there's so much mentally. I love the science of joints. Like, I love anatomy and physiology. And so I understand, like, oh, there's a reason why I need this angle. There's a reason why I need my shoulder out of the way. You know, there's a reason why, you know, I have this grip and not this grip. All of that stuff, I love it.
Yeah.
So
Something that, like I say all the time with jujitsu, it helps you get out of your mind and into your body.
yes.
And it's so healing in a way.
Yes.
And it's
Yes.
It's everything.
it's the best.
Totally.
I'll drink the Kool-Aid all fucking day long.
Me all the
Yeah.
Kool-Aid. Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah.
You can tell me it's a cult. Sign me up.
Do people say it's a cult?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What?
And there are like some like big like national gyms that can be very culty.
Okay. That's so interesting.
We're in a very laid back, like good environment.
Normal people.
Yes. I love Union Jiu-Jitsu. Like,
So
the bestest.
your first class, then you were like, I'm in.
oh yeah.
Yeah. So you knew right away.
Yes, absolutely. And it was like, I had a hard time, like, not coming to every single class.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be here all the time.
Mhm.
And my body could not handle it.
Yeah.
That's a huge point though,
Yes.
because
We talk about that a lot.
shit goes
So
south when you come too
exciting.
much.
Yes. And it's like, there's I think for me, like the dopamine,
Mhm.
ADHD brains
Yes.
need dopamine. And so you get it.
Yeah.
And it's fun and you're moving. Like, oh my word, I built so much muscle in those first months.
Oh,
Like-
just wait.
Like, literally, I could barely do a couple knee push-ups
Mhm.
at the beginning of January. And before I left on my trip, I could do 4 real push-ups. Like,
I was
That's
gonna say, yeah, you're strong.
I got so much stronger doing it, and I wasn't even going to the gym. Like, it was literally just from pushing people off of me.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because their whole
Yes.
body weight's pushing into you. That's a lot of weight to move.
Yes, it's
I love
so
it.
good.
And you've stayed super consistent.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the only break you took was when you went to Honduras, which
Yes.
we
Yeah.
accepted. We allowed her.
It was horrible.
Most people would have been like, "Did you bring some mats? Did you train while you were there?"
I know. And I did it. And in the beginning I was like, oh, I'm gonna do all of these like workouts. And it's like,
It's too hard.
I was having so much fun. And
Yeah.
I trained for a 5K while I was in Honduras. Like
That's
I got
great.
my endurance up. And so
Yeah.
I came back and honestly I feel like my endurance is fine. Like I'm able to do the same amount of rounds as I could when I left.
That's good.
Muscle, not quite the same. But
It'll
it's
come
coming
back quick.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I love that you've had that experience of like, you loved it right away. You knew you wanted
Oh, my
to stick
word.
with it. I think
Yeah.
that's special.
yes.
Also, taking that break and coming right back, a lot of people like
Wouldn't
wouldn't come back
yeah.
because they're afraid it's going to be hard.
Yeah, and it was like,
Yeah.
let me tell you what, whoever is listening to this and like you took a break and you're thinking about coming back, like do it, especially if your gym has good culture, like they will support you in your baby stage again. Like that's what I felt. I was like, I came back and it was like my wheels were not turning. Like there's something in there, but I felt like a little infant. Like
Yeah.
I'd get to mount and I'm like, oh, I don't know. I've got nothing.
Just
And-
confused.
And literally a week later, right? Have I been back? Has it been 2 weeks or what? I don't remember. But it's like already those things are coming back and
Yeah.
and it's like, you know what? Just do it.
Your first class back, I texted Jen after, and I was like, "Victoria's back. She hasn't missed a beat.
Really? That's hilarious.
He has not missed a beat.
Yeah.
I
Nothing.
felt like I missed 7 beats.
The mental stuff doesn't click as fast when you come back. Like
It's
I know,
so true.
and that's why you can keep going.
Yeah. Having those breaks.
will help with the
Yeah.
longevity.
Yes.
You talked earlier about like the parallels that you
Yeah.
noticed with like jujitsu and your faith and
Yeah.
like rolling
Yeah.
with God, and I think that that's so like interesting. Can you think of any other like parallels or ways that jujitsu has like shaped or like changed your relationship with God or with
Yeah.
your faith?
Yes. So actually, one of the times that I learned a lesson was rolling with you, which there was, and then I taught about it at youth group because
Cool.
there's a story in the Bible of Jacob wrestling with God. And he like wrestles all through the night. And then it says that, you know, Jacob was about to win and God like touched his hip and it put it out of place and it was over. Like the fight was over. And Jacob walked with a limp forevermore. And I was rolling with you and I think we were drilling and I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting it. And then we did like a live roll and I was like, oh, she could have crushed me anytime she wanted to. Like that was all just her letting me work and try things. But in reality, she just touched my hip and I'm done. Like I'm tapping. Like, and so it made me realize like, when we're wrestling with hard things in our life with God, like it's good for us. Like he's allowing us the space to wrestle and it's like, this is hard, but look at me, I'm pushing through and and then at the right time, he's like, and we're done. And then like, and right after he touches his hip, he gives him a blessing. And so it was like having that connection of like, oh, look at me, like I'm doing so good. And then, oh, Mal is so strong. like she's literally just being so kind to me. And so it was just that like that real life, like application of here's a story I've read. And now here's me experiencing it. Like,
that's really
like,
cool.
So yeah, those things like that.
That's
amazing.
cool.
And then one of the other ones, which is so interesting, I've always had a very like active imagination. And it was when I was doing my women's cohort and we were working on like a life statement. And so I was like words that meant a lot to me. Like, okay, what's going to be my life statement? And I was like dwelling, my name means triumphant or victorious. And I realized during jiu-jitsu, I had seen a video that said jiu-jitsu is great for women because a lot of the things are from the right position.
Right.
And so it's like very beneficial to learn how to defend yourself.
Yes.
And during class, when it was one of the night classes and, you know, okay, here's what we're going to do. And I'm watching them and I'm thinking about this, like, I have always had this imagination of me being a victim, like imagining what would I do if I was in this situation and, oh no, like I would get like, there's nothing I'd be able to do. And then I'm learning how to defend myself. And I had this moment of like, I am not a victim anymore. Like I am learning how to defend myself, how to be victorious. And it was when I realized like, I can no longer have that victim mindset because I am learning how to be victorious. Like I can be who God has called me to be, which is to be victorious.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it through learning jiu-jitsu. Like that is so cool. And there's just so many things, like literally so many things God's been teaching me about, like, it's good to have fun. Like I felt like, oh, I'm having so much fun. I probably shouldn't be doing this. Like I only have to do boring things. And like if I'm having fun, that's a bad sign. And God's like, hey, I made fun. And so having that, like, oh, I am having so much fun and God is having fun that I'm having fun. Like, and that's why it's so hard to not come all the time. It's like, it's so fun.
It is so fun.
There's just so many things. Yeah. So many. Oh,
that's cool. So with all of that, it sounds okay. So now I'm like, well, all of these things that are like challenges for us that we're like, oh, it's so difficult for this. You see them as like, oh no, like this is my lesson that I'm learning, which is super interesting. So what's been the most difficult or most surprising part of jiu-jitsu so far?
Yes. I think the most difficult thing for me is that progress isn't linear.
Yeah.
Because I'm very much like I've always caught on to things really fast.
Same.
And so like starting out in jiu-jitsu, oh my word, I felt like I just shot up with like, I can do this. Oh, wow. I'm connecting these things. And then you just get to a point and you're like, I know nothing. And I can't get out of side control. I can't get out from under mount. Like no matter what I do, no matter what I try, it's not happening.
Yeah.
And so it was very frustrating. Another lesson I learned about life like is like, that it's okay to have times when you're struggling. Jen, you and I had a conversation because I was sharing with you about like it. I feel like I went backwards.
Yes.
And you were like, just keep coming. Like, it happens all the time. You're going to go through stages.
Yeah.
And it was in that moment, I was like, oh, it's okay if I like struggle with my relationship with God. Like, just keep showing up.
There
You
you
know,
go.
like,
Yeah.
like all of those things that like, they're just always connecting back. But, but yeah, so that's been the hardest thing of like, it's not like I'm not just consistently getting better. It's like you get stuck in a spot where you're like, okay, I just have to keep coming. And then I kept coming. And then all of a sudden it like broke through and people were complimenting me on the place where I was stuck.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh,
Yes.
I'm getting it. It's making sense. Like, okay.
And you'll be in those places again and you'll be stuck again.
Totally.
And you won't know what to do again.
And
it'll just keep happening.
the way of life, like genuinely in life, we just get stuck.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, it's okay. Don't
You just have to
don't
work
quit.
through it.
Don't quit. Like there is breakthrough that will come.
Yeah.
But if you quit, it's over.
That's a
Right.
huge
Yeah.
like life lesson right there too. Like if you quit, if you just give up on life, that's it. But you just have to keep trying.
Totally.
Freaking
Yeah.
love it.
I love that you've made so many like parallels and connections
Yeah.
with, you know, these two very important things in your
Yeah.
life. Like,
Absolutely.
I mean, I feel like jujitsu has come to be very important part of your life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like people know too. They're like, oh, did you go to jiu-jitsu today? Like, yeah. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't. Like I don't go to family dinner. Like I went this last week because I had a meeting that I had to be at. And so it's like, oh, I don't have time to go to the gym. Oh, I guess I'll go to family
Go to
dinner.
family
Like,
dinner.
Yeah.
like, no, this is important to me. And especially this is the thing in the church is like, if you're married, like people invite you over, you have dinner, you go on double dates, like you hang out, like, oh, after church, hey, you want to have lunch?
Right.
For some reason, it's like as a single person, people don't do that.
They
It's
don't know
like,
what to do with you.
They don't.
Yeah.
And so I've been learning, like as a single person, it's so important. Like I have to make room for my life like I would have to do if I had a husband and children.
Yes.
Like I would protect like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't do that because I have my family I need to take care of. It's like, I'm sorry, I can't do that because I have me I need to take care of.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do that by working out
I love
at
this
jiu-jitsu.
so much.
Heck yeah.
And so that's been huge for me of like, my life isn't just to please other people. Like, like I can be
I
who I
have
am.
goosebumps right now.
It's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait for my family to hear this episode because I feel like they feel that because I don't follow their same beliefs that I'm staying away for those reasons, and it's not the case. It's literally just jujitsu and my own mental health, right?
Yeah,
Like I need my
well,
space.
Oh my word. I was doing so much in Honduras. Like literally you wake up and you go. And then you're tired at the end of the day.
Yes.
And so you go to sleep. And here I've literally like, I went from the best to I'm like, okay, we're getting close to depression again.
Yeah.
What's going on? I'm not moving.
Yeah.
Like I'm not physically exerting myself.
Yes.
And so it's like, I kid you not, jiu-jitsu is an important part of my life. Like so important. I have to keep consistent with it because not only is it good for my brain, it's good for my body. Like brain as in knowledge and the wheels are turning,
Right.
but also brain as in mental health.
Mental health.
And it's like, I have to protect that. I can't let people like, oh, that's not important. It's like, oh, excuse me.
It's very
It
important.
is the most important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally like a medication for me. Like
It is
I
so
view
good.
it. Yeah. 100%.
Totally.
Like it's
Totally.
a requirement. Like right now
Yes.
we're going to class even though we can't train. Like,
Right,
we're
yeah.
still there.
Yes,
Like,
absolutely. Absolutely.
So something that I talked to my coach about when I was back home is that he was saying, you know, when he met his wife, he was already a brown belt. So it was already like, this is a non-negotiable for
Yeah.
me. Like, this is who I am.
Yeah.
And like, you know this, like getting into this relationship
Yeah.
with me, like, you know that this is a part of who I am and it's a non-negotiable. And whereas like with me, I started doing jujitsu. BJ and I were together for like 4 or 5 years already when I started training. So I think it's really nice that like you're establishing this aspect of like your self-care now.
Yeah.
Because I know that I definitely struggled with establishing a balance because I found this new passion. I just wanted to do it all the time.
Yeah.
And then it was like I was prioritizing that over my relationship. and then having to
Yeah.
find like that balance.
Yeah.
And so I just like, I'm like listening to you talk, like I
Yeah.
really admire you recognizing that like
Yeah.
this is something that I need to do for me.
Yeah.
And like you're treating it as if like, yeah, I don't have a husband and family right now, but this is
Yeah.
going to be the time that, you know, for me.
Totally.
So I think
Yeah.
that's really cool that you're like, you know,
Yes.
recognizing
Yes.
that.
Yes.
That's
and
really special.
it's a new thing because that's not what I was taught. Like
Yeah.
I was very
Yes.
much taught, you know, you lay down everything in order, which it's good to serve others for sure.
Not
but
only
not at,
serve others.
Not at the expense of yourself. Like you're
Yes.
still a person.
Mhm.
Yes.
Like if you want to care for people, you have to care for yourself
Mm-hmm.
so that you're able to.
Can't
Yes.
pour from an empty cup. You can't do
Exactly.
it. Yep.
Exactly. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Then it's just holding on to control that you don't have.
Right.
true.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah.
Crazy.
So something that so we started talking about it earlier, and then I wanted to swerve to jujitsu.
Yeah.
But I mean, we keep talking about like how genuine you are
Mm-hmm.
and like how you walk the walk. You don't just talk the talk. I know that like we've talked before about like I identify myself as agnostic.
Same.
So like I don't like follow, you know, a certain faith or religion. I think it's really interesting to talk about and like
Yeah.
learn about different religions. But for me personally, like that's not like something that resonates with me.
Yeah.
Like I did grow up going to church to an extent, and it was more like of a like expectation or like kind of forced. And then
Yeah.
as I got older and I was like into sports and had more of like, you know, my life got busy, I stopped
Yeah.
going. And I don't know. It
Yeah.
was like, so like, I don't like believe that like, oh, you know what agnostic is. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
denying the fact
Yeah.
that there's a God.
Yeah.
I believe that there could be, or there could not be.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't like deny other people's like beliefs,
Mhm.
but like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Totally.
So I just think in the field that I work in, like in healthcare and in this general area, I would say, you know, I work with an older population, and it's
Yeah.
generally like people who do like identify as Christians, but also like don't walk the walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
honestly one of my biggest, that is my biggest issue with
Yeah.
religion and stuff. And I think,
Yeah.
we won't get into like all of like the politics of it all, right?
No.
Like we don't do
Not
that.
on this
Yeah.
podcast.
We don't do that on this podcast.
Yeah.
But you see all over the place
Yeah.
people doing things or saying things or acting on things in the name of Christianity. And it's like,
Yes.
no.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is not like what you're preaching and what you're saying. Like your actions do not line up with that.
Absolutely.
Because like I make it a rule at work, like I do not talk about religion or politics.
Yeah.
And I don't
Super wise.
And there's
Yeah.
like a really big difference between like being able to have a conversation about religion or feeling like you're being like preached at or having it shoved down your throat.
Yes.
And that is what like I really, really appreciate about you is because I feel so comfortable talking to you about
Yeah.
anything. And I know that like here you are, you're like telling us about like how the parallels with jujitsu and your relationship with God. And I think that's so incredible and
Yeah.
like inspiring and beautiful for you.
Yeah.
And that might not necessarily like be my experience.
Yeah.
But I love that we can talk about that.
Yeah.
And like you're not
Yeah.
like this should be your experience too. Or
Totally.
like, you
Yeah,
know, this
like,
is-
don't you guys feel that way? You should feel that way.
Yeah.
I'll pray for you to feel that way.
Yeah.
Because you're wrong if you don't.
Yeah, totally. And it's such it's so sad, honestly, because like there are so many people who say that they're Christians and then the way that they behave is so
Embarrassing.
it really is. And so then there's this bad name that people just like put over Christianity, and it's like, yep, there's a lot of those people, but then there are genuine people who will just love you. I love having conversations with you guys.
It's great.
The choices that I make in my life, like I don't need you to also have those same beliefs. Like that's not the basis for which I decide if I can be around somebody.
Yes.
It's like I can be around people who don't have the same beliefs. And it's like on the topic of like feeling preached at, I feel this way like on Facebook if somebody's posting about something, it's like you're not going to change anybody's mind.
Right.
Everybody already has decided, and so why are you being mean? like
Yes.
there's no need to.
Right.
There's no good to come of like wagging your finger at somebody
Yes.
saying you should.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, look at this. We get to share our experiences and be friends and have
Absolutely.
a great time together. Like, I love hanging out with you guys.
We love hanging out with
I think it's
you.
great.
Like, really, truly.
I think the other side of it too is like, I feel totally comfortable having a conversation with you about
Yeah.
your religion and your things that you're so important and, you know, your life direction and stuff. And
Yeah.
I also feel like I can feel free to speak about my life experiences
Yeah.
as well. And we're not here trying to sway each other or like get you on my side or me on your side or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just about like
Yeah.
just friendship and being humans. And
Yeah.
like, I used to work, I had a job and there was a couple. One was Hindu, one was Muslim. They were a married couple. We worked
Wow.
with a Jehovah's Witness guy.
Yeah.
I am agnostic. And there were several Christians. And we would sit and have great conversations at work.
Yeah.
And the Jehovah's Witness guy would go to the couple's house on the weekends and they would just talk theory and like
Yeah.
life in general. And it was like nobody
Totally.
was trying to drag anybody in any direction. It was just
Yeah.
like, how do we eat together? Let's go have food. Like, how do we do
Yeah.
things as a like cohesive group of people who
Absolutely.
appreciate and respect everybody else
Yes.
for how they feel, how they don't
Yeah.
feel, what they like, what they don't like,
Totally.
the whole
Right.
deal.
Yeah.
And I've like never felt. I've never felt like okay when I first found out that you were a youth pastor.
Uh-huh.
Like
I was like, oh my God, I need to shut my mouth.
and that was literally. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm
gonna
so
offend
sorry
her.
that my mouth is foul at class. Like I don't have like much of a filter.
Yeah.
So like I found out you're a youth pastor, and I was like, that makes sense. She's like the sweetest person in the world. But then I was also like, fuck. No, here I am. I was also like, shoot.
But here's the thing, like, and that's, it's like people do that all the time. As soon as they figure out that, like, I'm a pastor, they're like, oh no. And so they're trying not to
Like, I
say
have
any
to
bad
behave.
words. And it's like,
How
you
annoying
do
for
realize that I
you.
live in this world. Like I am not bothered by your choices.
Sure.
Like truly, it doesn't bother me at
love it.
all. Like like it cracks me up. Actually, it was so like it blessed me that I think it was Nathan who he's like, oh, what? You're going to be gone? It's like, yeah, I'm going on a missions trip. And he was like, ah, shit, yeah. And I was like, yeah. It's like, thank you. Thanks for being yourself. Like, that's what it is.
Yes.
It's like, I don't want people to like just change because I'm there. It's like,
Yeah.
be yourself. Like,
Yeah.
no, like, don't change it just because I have the title of a pastor. Like,
Right,
that's not
right.
what I'm here for.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that that's so. Do you feel like it's always been like that for you, or do you feel like it was like a shift? Like, do you feel like you used to like struggle with people with like very different like backgrounds or beliefs than you?
Yeah,
When you were
totally.
younger?
And that's part of like the religiosity that I've had to work through and
Yeah.
kind of dig through because 100% like I was raised that if somebody, you know, these little things like, oh wow, she wears booty shorts, like,
Uh-huh.
you know, and it's like I grew
She's
up
a certain type of person.
Yeah. And like I grew up, if I was going out with leggings on, it was like, you need to cover your butt.
Mm-hmm.
And
Same.
and that to me just communicated like, oh, they think I'm fat. Like, you know, like
yeah.
like there's
a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's like, you know what? No, these choices aren't what make you anything specifically. It's like
Mhm.
I love people, like genuine. I just love people.
No, I really just do love the way that you approach like
Mm.
conversation, like
Yeah,
with us and
Thank you.
stuff. And
Yeah.
She's just a real badass.
You
like,
really are.
Yeah.
You're the real deal. I think you exemplify what a Christian should be and how a Christian should carry themselves.
Mhm.
I don't know if I'm like the person that should be like.
No,
I don't know if I have any like right to say that.
I feel like
thank
you're
you.
what people who identify as Christian would hope to portray. Like
yeah.
that
That's a
is
good way to
that
put
is
it,
the intent behind
Mm.
a lot of people's faith is
Yeah.
just to be like a genuine person who cares about other people,
Yeah.
cares about themselves just as
Yeah.
much,
Yeah.
and like really just wants to make the world a better, safer place for
Yeah.
everybody, where we all
Totally.
have morals and values that
Yeah.
let everybody
Totally.
stand up together.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you. Yeah. Means
Just
a
a
lot.
very special person. Is there anything that you wish more people understood about your faith or about Christianity in general?
Yes. In short, yes. I think mostly like just what we've been talking about, like that Christianity at its core is not religion, it's a relationship with God.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a set of rules. It's like, I don't know, it's hard for my heart that people like Christians in the name of Christianity have hurt other people.
mm-hmm.
And it's like we're all broken humans, but because we claim the name of Christian, like we're held to a different standard, and that's good.
Mm-hmm.
And that's right. Like if I'm claiming to be a Christian and I'm going out and I'm doing horrific things to other people, like
Right.
like it's the same thing. Like, if I claim to be a doctor and I go out and I'm like hurting people,
Yes.
like I have the title of a doctor, I'm held to a certain standard.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I wish that Christians understood that it's right to be held to a higher standard.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that Christians were discipled better to understand, how to walk in the world and be kind and loving and not hateful and judgmental.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish that everybody understood that like we're still just people.
Yeah.
Like we make mistakes.
Yeah.
Like we are not perfect. And if we pretend that we're perfect, people are going to expect that.
Right.
And it's like, no, like I'm a broken human who hurts people. Like I
Yeah.
have brokenness that will leak out and hurt other people no matter how hard I try.
Yeah.
And so it's like, but because of my relationship with Jesus, like I am pursuing his heart.
Mm-hmm.
And then hopefully that like I'll ask for forgiveness. Like if I mess up, it's like, oh man, I'm so sorry. And it's like I want to heal those relationships.
Sure.
But like I'm still a broken human.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I still mess up. Like I do things wrong.
Yeah.
And that's true of any Christian, but because we claim the name of Christ, like we are held to a higher standard, and that's good.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I wish that Christians understood the higher calling that they have when they claim that.
Yes.
And I wish that other people understood we're still just broken humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we all are. Yeah.
I wish that more people could just embrace being the broken human and not trying so hard to be what the other members of the church think their life should look like.
Yes.
And I wish that the hierarchy with you have to obey your spouse and that there is like an order in the home, just let that go away.
There is so much. Yes.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue for me with it.
This woman's cohort that I just finished was
Mm-hmm.
huge for me because there was a whole lesson on like women in ministry, which obviously not every church believes in.
Right.
Thankfully, our church does.
Yeah.
Our denomination is Foursquare,
Okay.
and it was started by a woman.
Okay.
Like
Interesting.
Like that's very to a lot of people.
It's a
that's
no-no.
not okay.
Yeah.
And it's because there are verses in the Bible that say the women are not permitted to teach, and it's like, okay,
Yes.
look at the context.
Mm-hmm.
This is coming from a city where Athena is being worshipped, and so women were in control, and so they're like screaming and disrupting this time of learning. It's like, okay, in that context, yeah, but you look, there's female prophets all throughout the Bible. The first person to share that Jesus rose from the dead was a woman. Like,
Yeah.
there's so much. It's like, yeah, women are not meant to be silenced. Like, we are just as important. Like,
Yeah.
and within marriage, like, it's submission doesn't mean that I do whatever you tell me to do.
Right.
like that's not what this is, because there's
Yeah.
there's
No.
We
so
could go
much
off.
You could go through
there.
a
We
whole
could go
rabbit
off,
hole. Yeah.
but yeah.
yes.
That's like a big like.
It's a huge
Yeah.
part of the church.
But that could be a whole nother conversation too, like talking
Absolutely.
about
Oh,
being a
it's such a
female
deep dive.
in a male-dominated field.
Totally.
Not only
And a
in
male-dominated
jiu-jitsu,
sport.
but yeah, but
in
in
the
your
church.
career.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
So
Totally.
that is really. What do you see for your future down the road?
Yeah.
Like, what are your goals for the next few years?
my goal, I want to be married and have kids.
Mhm.
Like, that has been my dream
Mhm.
all of growing up. And there's, again, in the church, very much like, oh, once you stop wanting it, you'll get it. It's like, okay, here's the thing. I can pretend I don't want it
But you
to
still
try
want
and
it.
manipulate God into giving me somebody.
Yeah.
It's like, no. It's like,
Mhm.
but if I sit on my couch all day and don't go meet people,
Right.
there ain't no way it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, FedEx guy is not coming to the door. I'd be like, are you single?
I mean, you
love
could,
Jesus?
but
Like,
Oh my gosh.
that's basically win tournaments and get married.
I love
like
that.
that's
yes.
my-
Let's
that's
talk
my-
about competition
Oh my
then.
gosh.
Yeah.
What are your comp goals?
Yes, to do one. I would love to compete.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
to train to compete. Like, that whole process is I love it. I'm
I
fascinated.
love comp training. I hate competing.
Really.
Yeah. So I just think it's boring.
And I love both things.
She likes it all. So,
So-
I'm like
Yeah.
down for comp rounds. So
I love it. Okay.
We'll
yes.
have so much fun
Yeah.
getting you ready for
I'll be back.
competition.
I love that. Yes.
you will be ready.
Yes. I'm like, I want the whole experience.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to just train to train.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go out there and like to go against someone you have no idea what they're gonna roll like.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to like be prepared for anything.
Yeah.
And be prepared to tap.
Yeah.
But going that kind of hard is something like mentally.
It
Relentless.
really changes your game too,
Mhm.
because going with
Mhm.
somebody that you are not familiar with and they're not familiar with you, it shows you the holes in your game.
Yes.
It's like you rolling with me,
Yeah.
we roll together often.
Right.
I know that you love the butterfly.
Yeah.
I know like what sweeps that you want to go for.
Yeah.
I am gonna have a better chance at defending them because I'm like, I know she wants to go for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so you really get to see how your jujitsu holds up
Yeah.
and where the holes are in your game, and that just helps you
Yeah.
develop more as
Yeah.
a jujitsu player.
Totally.
I always say, like, it doesn't matter what the outcome of the competition is, you will never do jujitsu the same way as you did before that day.
Yeah.
Everything will be different.
That's so cool.
And
I
it's-
love that.
So, well, we can't wait for your first competition.
Very
Yeah.
excited, very excited.
Yes,
Big
so
fan of that
great.
idea. I
Yes.
support everybody competing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I honestly, like, even though I don't do it anymore, I really think it's important for everybody to at least try at white
Yeah.
and blue belt because it's
Yeah.
different there too.
Yeah. Totally.
And then after that, decide.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there anything else that you want to share in particular with us?
Well, I'm just so thankful for this gym and for you guys. Like, genuinely.
Mm.
So, as I told you, Mal, on Saturday, my uncle is the mayor of Chokeholds.
Mhm.
And he
Oh.
actually owns the building where the jiu-jitsu gym is at. So, like, he's got big stakes in it. He's like, oh, you're going to come? And I'm like, actually, no. Like,
You're like, why?
I have found community here. And
Mhm.
and that is so important. I did CrossFit for a little while in Portland when I lived there. And
Yeah.
like having that active community,
Mhm.
it makes a difference. Like
Mhm.
I don't wake up at 4:45 just to wake up at 4:45,
No.
but I do it because I want to come to Mal's class on Tuesday and Thursday. Like,
I love that
like
for
She's a
me.
better woman than I. I love that for you guys.
I love that for me.
And it's like I just so appreciate just the like, oh my word, just having friends and we have shared interests
Yeah.
and interests that are not shared.
Yeah.
And-
but we can share in those interests.
Exactly. And
Right?
and
Like-
to me it was so funny because there was one it must have been like a Wednesday night or something. And I was thinking about like, man, I just love them. And I was like, I is that weird? Because I just love people so much that when I meet them, I just want to say like, I love you.
I
And
don't
I
think
don't
it's
know
weird
if that's
at all.
weird. And that's
No.
very
I
next
mean,
day.
I'm weird, so I don't know.
We're all a little weird. And so the very next day, like we were leaving class and you gave me a hug. You're like, I love you, friend. And I was like,
I'm home.
I love you too.
It's like one of those people. I don't do that with like everybody.
No.
Like you're just one of those people that it's just like immediate, like you just feel safe and comfortable.
Yeah.
And
That's so
like I think
cool.
Like,
that's
I
really
trust
special.
you. I don't trust
Wow.
people.
Yeah.
And it's so like wild to me because I've lived with me my whole life that I'm like, I'm just this awkward little homeschool person. And
Maybe, but
and totally, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with who I am.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
But
That's a
at
good
the
thing to
same
be.
time, like I look at you guys, I'm like, oh wow, they're so cool.
oh my God.
Like genuinely, I'm like, oh, I want to be their friend. And then they're like, we want to be your friend. I'm like, oh my word.
I'm like
do
the
we
nerd in
all
high
think
school.
we're all cool?
It's
What?
so wild.
I mean, I don't think I'm cool at all.
Oh
But
my
we all
word.
think that each other
Each other
cool.
is, yes.
Can we just have a moment as women that we will consider ourselves super cool? Like because
Yeah.
if everybody else thinks we're cool, maybe we're actually cool and we're
Let's
just
just
kidding
take that.
ourselves into thinking we're not cool to protect ourselves from maybe not being cool.
Ooh.
But the reality is we're cool.
There you go.
Like,
I'll take that moment.
Take this lesson,
Let's-
everybody listening right now.
okay.
You're
We
all
are
cool.
all cool.
Yeah.
So we always like to close out our episodes with rapid fire.
Okay.
You may or may not know.
Okay. I do remember
She's like, I've
that.
been waiting for this part.
Yes.
She is a listener.
I
so-
am. I love the podcast.
So some of them will be jiu-jitsu related, some not. We'll be
Okay.
all over the place here.
Perfect.
So what's your favorite thing about being a youth pastor?
I get to go to summer camp and have fun and hang out with kids.
What is your favorite jiu-jitsu submission so far?
The guillotine.
guillotine.
Yes, it's very fun.
It's so fun. I know the answer to this one, but gi or no gi?
No gi. Hardcore.
Yeah.
Hate the gi.
Early bird or night owl?
Early bird. Yeah.
That's my girl.
Yep.
Do you prefer group hangouts or one-on-one conversations?
Ooh, both. I'm a quality time person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So either or.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beach or mountain getaway?
Mountain.
Love
Beach
that.
is average.
Oh, wow.
You live on the
Okay.
coast.
It's cold.
It's like,
Oh,
whatever.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Oregon
it's
Beach.
cold here. Yeah.
Hawaii Beach?
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
But here.
But Oregon
mountains.
Beach, no.
No.
Yeah. I never go to the beach here.
Nope.
What's your favorite comfort food?
Oh, right now it's cream cheese frosting.
Cream cheese
Ooh.
frosting.
But I have to have a vessel. Like
Yeah.
it needs to be on
like
something.
a spoon?
I was going to say, is this like right out of the can?
I mean,
No,
a
I make
spoon
my
is a
own.
vessel. No.
So I make a
Spoon is a
really
vessel.
like I melt the cream cheese. I pour a little maple syrup in it, and then it mix it up, and then it's cream cheese frosting, but not so gross for you.
Oh my gosh.
And then I put it like on my pancakes, or I'll make like a baked oats and
Yes.
just cream cheese.
That sounds so good.
Wow.
I love cream cheese right now.
That's so
Only
great.
right now. That's the key here.
Yes. Oh, it changes.
What's
Yeah.
the best food that you had while you were in Honduras?
I love their like their typical meal is what it's called, the típico, but
Mhm.
it's like tortillas and plantains, fried plantains, beans, cheese, avocado, sour cream,
Mhm.
eggs supposed to be, but I'm allergic to those, so I don't eat
Yes.
the eggs. But you like rip off a piece of the tortilla and you use it as a utensil to scoop up the different things, and oh my gosh, fried
So
plantains
yummy.
are amazing.
Yeah, that
I agree with
that
that.
sounds
Yeah,
really good.
it was so good.
Do you have plans to go back to Honduras?
Yeah.
Like, do you have like dates figured out?
No.
Or, okay.
No.
But you know it's gonna
coming.
happen again.
I
Yeah.
knew before I went that I was going back.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah,
That's a good
Yes.
trip.
Yeah.
If you could instantly master one new skill other than jujitsu, what would it be?
And gymnastics.
Ooh,
I've always wanted to do gymnastics. So being a
Nice.
coach was really awesome because I
Yeah.
did get to learn some things, but I could not do everything.
Yeah.
But I've always loved gymnastics or figure skating.
Do you
Oh.
ever see yourself coaching jujitsu in the future?
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Ooh.
I would
'Cause
love
I can see it.
I can see that too.
I love coaching.
Favorite holiday?
Oh, 4th of July.
Oh,
I just love
It's coming.
red, white, and blue. And then also fireworks. I
Awesome.
love lights. So also
Mhm.
Christmas.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
yeah.
What's your dream travel destination?
Oh my word. I already went to Italy. That was my
Yeah,
dream.
Where
What's
at?
your next one?
Oh,
Back to Italy.
back to Italy.
I'll go with you. It's my favorite place in the
honestly,
world.
Can
like,
I come?
Yes.
The panini in Rome. My sister and I found the
Rome was
best
everything.
the best spot, and I like my mouth is watering right now thinking about that panini.
I just want to like be in Rome.
Oh my word!
I just want to be
wanna
there.
go.
Let's go.
Yeah, you do.
Yes.
All right. So the question we ask everybody is if you had to describe yourself, or if your best friend had to describe you in 3 words, what would those 3 words be?
Oh man. Oh, this is hard. This is so uncomfortable because I was taught like you don't think about yourself.
Yes.
And I know this about myself too because of the women's cohort I was in. Like thinking about myself is very hard.
Yeah.
But we're just gonna be. I'm cool. I can say things. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Embrace it.
Yes.
Mhm.
I think that I'm a kind person and I'm a fun person and I'm a loving person.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. All
Yeah.
of those.
I
things.
see all of that. Yeah.
Sure.
All the time. Like she
Yeah.
don't even have to say anything. I don't even have to be there. I know Victoria's there and I'm like, oh, what a fun class.
Yeah. You're
You
just
guys.
like we said earlier. I mean, like you are just such a light, and you bring like this presence to the gym, and you're just
So much
so
needed.
fun and like
Thank you.
easy to talk to. We really just adore you. You know.
Thank you.
I think you're a very special person.
Thank you.
We're so grateful that we had you on.
Yeah, this has been
I
fantastic.
I'm so like thankful that you guys wanted to have me on. Like that is crazy because I've been listening to the podcast and I'm like, they're so cool. Like genuine again. Like I think you guys are so awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing this too. I know it can be like intimidating,
It can be.
especially when you got to talk about yourself.
I
Yeah.
love this.
Yeah.
It's so fun, but we're just like chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And chokeholds and chill. Like,
Yes.
That's great.
That's what we did.
Do you have any advice or anything that you want to give anybody that's new to jiu-jitsu or might want to start jiu-jitsu or
Yes. As somebody starting jiu-jitsu, like do it. Just go. And build a relationship with people. Like don't just come in and leave.
Mhm.
Like build a relationship because people will pour into you and give you advice and give you tips and tricks. Like, oh man, open mat on Saturday. I
Yes.
learned so much from those people who come in that I don't usually roll with during class. And then like start thinking dynamically rather than linear.
Yeah.
Like it's not just I'm going for a move. It's here's something that I'd like to try. But as soon as my rolling partner starts to go somewhere else, like change, go with the flow. Don't just go in
Yeah.
one direction. Be willing to change and be flexible for whatever is happening.
And that's why you'll progress faster in the sport because you understand that so early on.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
hard place to get to.
Yeah.
So
It's so
I
fun.
freaking love it.
Love jujitsu.
Jiu-jitsu every day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seriously. Yeah.
We love you, Victoria. Tortor.
Yes.
We
Love you guys too. Aw.
All right. See ya.
Bye. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Check us out on Instagram at Chokeholds and Chill Pod or shoot us a message at chokeholdsandchillpod@gmail.com.